The following is a rebroadcast of a past episode of Altherr and Pyle. Some of the material seen may have been edited out from its original broadcast. Altherr and Pyle is sponsored by Second Blessing Thrift Shop in downtown Tipton, a Christian faith-based nonprofit organization that exists to provide practical and spiritual support to the citizens of Tipton County, and by Quincy's Brass Band. For more information on how you can book them for your next event, go to www.quinceysbrass.com. On this week's edition of Altherr and Pyle, we begin a 3-week special report on symbols of America, as Jacob Pyle recites a very meaningful poem about our flag. Plus, in this week's Throwback Saturday segment, Jacob Pyle talks with Dustin Clifton about different types of music. Plus, you get to meet 2 guys who started a local band in Elwood. All that and more coming up right now on Altherr and Pyle.
Good evening and welcome out everybody to the Altherr and Pyle Show!
And now, coming to you live from our studios here in Tipton, Indiana, it's Altherr and Pyle. And here are your hosts on Altherr and Pyle, Denny Altherr and Jacob Pyle.
Hello everybody, welcome to Altherr and Pyle. I'm Denny Altherr.
And I'm Jacob Pyle. Beginning this week and into the next 3 weeks, we will be presenting a 3-part special report on symbols of America. And we begin our report with a story on how the American flag has become a symbol of America.
The flag has a lot of amazing and interesting colors added into it. And each color, star, and stripe on the flag represents something. Here's Jacob Pyle as we present part 1 of our special report, Symbols of America.
Throughout the next 3 weeks, Denny and I are going to be your guide as we talk about symbols of America. What do we mean by symbols of America? We're talking about major things that made America possible as we celebrate America's birthday. And in our first week, I want to talk about the flag. The flag is an important part of America. Everything on it is very similar indeed. In fact, I want to do a poem right now that Johnny Cash wrote about the American flag, and I want to read it to you right now. It's called A Ragged Old Flag, and I hope you like it. I walked through County Courthouse Square. On a park bench, an old man was sitting there. I said, "Your old courthouse is kind of run down." He said, "Nah, it'll do for our little town." I said, "Your old flagpole is leaned a little bit, and that's a ragged old flag you got hanging on it." He said, "Have a seat," and I sat down. "Is this the first time you've been to our little town?" I said, "I think it is." He said, "I don't like to brag, but we're kind of proud of that ragged old flag." You see, we got a little hole in that flag there when Washington took it across Delaware. And it got powder burned the night Francis Scott Key sat watching it, writing, "Oh, say, can you see?" We got a rip in New Orleans with Packingham and Jackson tugging at its seams. And it almost fell at the Alamo beside the Texas flag, but she waved on low. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville, and she got cut again at Shallow Hill. She got cut with a sword at Chancellorsville. There was Robert E. Lee and Beauregard and Bragg, and the south wind blew hard on that ragged old flag. On Flanders Field in World War I, she got a big hole from a Bertha gun. She turned blood red in World War II. She hung limp and low a time or two. She was in Korea, Vietnam. She went where she was sent by her Uncle Sam. She waved from her ships upon the briny foam, and now they've about quit waving back here at home. In her own good land here she's been abused. She's been burned, dishonored, denied, and refused. And the government for which she stands has been scandalized throughout the land. And she's getting threadbare, and she's wearing thin. But she's in good shape for the shape she's in. Because she's been through the fire before, and I believe she can take a whole lot more. So we raise her up every morning and bring her down slowly every night. We do not let it touch the ground, and we fold her up right. On second thought, I do like to brag, because I am mighty proud of that ragged old flag. You know, the American flag is one of the America's most finest treasures. The stripes, the stars and stripes that represent our flag have all kinds of meaning. I I hope you like our little poem. Next week, Denny will have a report on how the Statue of Liberty was made for what it stands for.
Thank you, Jacob, for that report. We'll have more of Altherr and Pyle yet to come. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Coming up, Denny Altherr interviews two band leaders on how they got started in putting together a local band. We'll have that for you when Altherr and Pyle returns.
Welcome back. Have you ever wanted to hear the sounds of a brass band? Today you happen to be in luck, because I'm going to introduce you to a local band that plays different kinds of music. Jacob and I visited the American Legion in Elwood recently for a real special treat. We got to see and hear the beautiful sounds of what's known as Quincy's Brass Band. These two gentlemen that I'm going to introduce to all of you today are both band leaders of this marvelous brass band. Live from the Elwood American Legion in Elwood, Indiana, Brad Lobb and Jeff Poe. Hey guys, welcome to Altherr and Pyle.
Thank you, Denny.
Let me start off by asking you, how did Quincy's Brass Band get its start?
Actually, we started about 7 years ago. Me and him were pretty much the only original members from those 7 people that started the band. But we just kept playing and plugging in more and more people.
What songs do you mostly do?
Everything. Try to do a variety. A little bit of something everybody will enjoy.
Classic rock, country, Blues Brothers type music. We cover the oldies, pretty much everything.
Big bands.
How many local places in Elwood approximately does your band play in every year?
We stay pretty busy. We book just about every weekend. Sometimes we play in Elwood. A lot of times we'll play out of town, Kokomo, Indianapolis, Anderson, Muncie. So we stay pretty busy.
And finally, what advice would you give to someone who is an inspiring musician who wants to start a band?
Practice. Find some good guys to work with. Start playing some good music that people want to hear.
Yep, and just keep playing. Just keep finding, because sometimes you'll get a good group of guys you think are going to go a long way with, and a couple of them quit, and then usually people give up on the band. So you just got to keep rolling and keep finding guys to fill their spots. So it's a trial and error sometimes, but it's worth it in the end.
Now, before you go, give us a plug about Quincy's Brass and how people can be able to book the band to play all kinds of special events and stuff like that.
Yeah, just make sure you check us out on our webpage, quincy'sbrass.com. Like us on Facebook at Quincy's Brass Band. Also follow us on Twitter with at Quincy's Brass. And we're always available for any kind of engagements or anything. We will be at the Tipton Pork Festival on September.
The Friday night of the Pork Festival.
Be the Friday night of the Pork Festival. We will be in Tipton. So,
Brad Lobb and Jeff Poe, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again with the rest of the band a little later in the show.
Thank you very much, Denny. Appreciate it. It's been a pleasure.
By the way, I should also mention that Brad is affiliated with Simply Home Health, a company that provides help for individuals who have difficulty doing things in their own home, such as laundry, cleaning, etc. They also provide medical services through a company called Go Docs Go, where a registered nurse practitioner comes to your home and examines you for whatever may be wrong, just like you would normally go to a doctor's office. In other words, they'll help you out with whatever you need. Anyway, don't click that mouse just yet, because there's still more of Altherr and Pyle yet to come. And we'll be right back.
Coming up in this week's Throwback Saturday segment, Jacob Pyle interviews Dustin Clifton as he gives his take on different kinds of music. We'll have that for you when Altherr and Pyle returns. Coming in September, Altherr and Pyle will become Pyle and Company, with your host Jacob Pyle, along with Mr. No Name and an array of guest co-hosts, songs, skits, and lots of surprises. If you want more information or if you want to be a guest co-host for Pyle and Company, inbox Jacob Pyle on Facebook. Send him an email at jtpyle1@aol.com or leave us a note on our Facebook page. And don't forget to watch Pyle and Company beginning September 5th here on our YouTube page or on our Facebook page. and we'll all be looking forward to having you as a part of the company on Pyle and Company.
Welcome back. It's time for this week's Throwback Saturday segment. This week's Throwback Saturday takes us back to 2009, when I filmed a pilot for a show with Dustin Clifton known as Night Tunes. And actually, I have a funny story to share along with this intro. When we originally did this, I had printed out an act list for anybody who'd be interested in participating. Well, in addition to Dustin and our announcer, Daniel Leeds, we only had one special guest for that show. Well, I thought, okay, one special guest, that's good enough to at least be able to fill some time. But here's the thing. On the big day when we filmed that material, the special guest that I had originally planned on being there that week had to back down at the last minute. So with no guests and no additional help, it turned out to be the only time I've ever had to improvise something at the last minute. And it turned out to be this crazy interview with Dustin. So let's go back to 2009 as we present a clip from our pilot known as Night Tunes. Roll it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Clifton and Jacob Pyle.
Hello, thank you, and welcome to Night Tunes, the show where music is the best generation. I'm Jacob Pyle. I'm Dustin Clifton. And we're here to help you have fun. Now, what is the best part of music? There's always a good part in music, right?
Yes.
Like, what kinds are there?
There's country music, love music, hip-hop, rock and roll, and
Yeah.
also one of my favorites is Brett Benner. Love Pepper.
Yes.
That thing.
Okay, well, we can edit that out.
Yes.
The best part of a song is the song itself, basically. I mean, a song is sort of a message in a way, right?
Yes.
I mean, what can you find in a message in a song, basically?
Well, some songs have like a romance theme to them, and it shows that they're love for one another.
Yeah.
And then there's also hatred in some songs.
Mm-hmm.
But it also shows truth of what the world's going on. So there's a lot of stuff that music can show.
That's true. Now, what is the best part of listening to a song, basically? The best part?
Well, we want to have fun listening to it. We want to have joy and all that stuff. But there's some stuff that just happens right away.
That's right. I mean, now, about the writing part, when you write a song, basically, do you think it's hard writing a song, composing the lyrics, everything like that?
Yes, because there's some words that just you can't find, really. You just got to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot of time just to get a song written down.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, many people can do it, but it's going to take about at least a month just to try and write a song.
Interesting. But you know, I mean, as I always say, it doesn't take a second to put a song together. That means it takes a lot of thought in putting into these songs, right? So basically, you can't help it, right?
Yes.
Right. So the songs themselves, there are all kinds of songs out there. Songs that make you dance, songs that you hate, songs that you like, songs that you just have to put your mind to, and songs that get in your head sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there are all kinds of wonderful songs in the world that's soothing, relaxing, right?
Yes.
Can name me some others.
Let's see. Really, I don't know that many songs. And I'm usually just YMCA is one of them. Love is Battlefield. Hit Me With Your Best Shot.
That's right.
Diddly.
Do-wah-diddy.
Do-wah-diddy.
That was really good. By the way, I should point out that our teacher did give us a good grade, which goes to show that sometimes it pays off to improvise something at the last minute like that. There's more of Altherr and Pyle yet to come. But first, Mr. No Name has this voice inside of his head that keeps telling him jokes. Crazy, right? So here's Mr. No Name and the voice that is inside of his head with this week's joke of the week.
Hello there, Mr. No Name.
Hi! Do I know you?
Yes, I know who you are.
Well then, who are you?
I'm the voice inside your head.
Alright, I know you must be joking. I know you're hiding somewhere. Come out, wherever you are.
I'm not hiding.
Then if you're not hiding, why can't I see you?
I'm the voice inside your head. I really am inside your head. That's why you can't see me.
Oh, you really are, huh?
I'm glad you're seeing things my way. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I watch you and Jacob do your Joke of the Week bits every week. I've always wanted to ask you this. Can I tell you a joke?
Go ahead, voice inside my head, whoever you are.
What do you get when you cross Speedy Gonzales with a country singer?
I don't know. What do you get when you cross Speedy Gonzales with a country singer?
Arriba, McIntyre. Arriba, arriba.
I'm out of here.
Woo, yes.
Hello everybody, I'm Jacob Pyle. Join us for Pyle and Company next week where our guest co-host will be Shelby List, along with Mr. No Name and the voice of Steve Brown. You don't want to miss it, and we hope you can join our company next week too on Pyle and Company.
Welcome back. Altherr and Pyle is proud to introduce to you a segment on our show called Local Talent Showcase, where from time to time we have a special guest with us who will show off his or her talents on our show. I sat down with both Brad Lobb and Jeff Poe as we talked about how Quincy's Brass Band got started. Well, now the moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the American Legion in Elwood, Indiana, here to do the John Mellencamp song, the Authority Song, it is my pleasure to introduce to all of you Quincy's Brass Band.
Altherr and Pyle will return after this. If you want to watch more episodes of this show, go to www.altherandpyle.weebly.com. And please don't forget to like our Altherr and Pyle Facebook page as well. Back to you, Denny and Jacob.
That's going to do it for this edition of Altherr and Pyle. Thank you for joining us. We're going to leave you this week with one more song from Quincy's Brass Band as they perform, as Brad calls it, one of the most brilliant drum solos in the history of music. Wipeout. I'm Denny Altherr.
And I'm Jacob Pyle. Until next week, good night, and God bless my friends.
Altherr and Pyle has been sponsored by Quincy's Brass Band. For more information on how you can book them for your next event, go to www.quincy'sbrass.com. And by Second Blessing Thrift Shop in downtown Tipton, a Christian faith-based nonprofit organization that exists to provide practical and spiritual support to the citizens of Tipton County.